I got this four-wheeler for $500, and for the past few weeks I've been trying to fix it up on my own. The thing is, I don't know anything at all about four-wheelers, so I've been having ChatGPT help me. Today in this video, ChatGPT helped me figure out what was wrong with the wiring, and it did an okay job.
You can probably fix anything.
I don't really know what I'm looking at. I'm gonna have Mr. ChatGPT tell me how to diagnose this, see if we can get it all fixed.
It's not very good at determining exactly the problem.
ChatGPT told me that this was the first thing I should do.
Let's see if ChatGPT is up to the task.
Okay, here's the issue we're dealing with, all right? She'll crank, but I don't think we're getting any fuel to the carburetor. So the carburetor is going to be the issue.
Okay, so here's the fuel filter here. Here's the fuel line. Nothing's getting into here. Here's the fuel pump right here. I'm wondering if it's not getting any fuel from the gas tank, which is right here, all the way down and through.
Sounds stupid and obvious, but
okay, I'm gonna fiddle with the wiring, see if I can get the starter, like the ignition and stuff to work. I'm wondering if it has something to do with that. If the ignition's not on, then it won't activate the fuel pump. ChatGPT told me that this was the first thing I should do. Take this bad boy out. So I'm gonna do that. Remove it. Bolts are all rusty. I'm gonna clean them up because I'm just like that, so. Bro, what am I doing here? I've been here for like an hour. Starter button. You say start, then start. Just start it. It's all gunked up in there. I don't really know what I'm looking at. Every time I get started on something, I always lose my tools. They run away from me, I swear. So nothing inside of here was bad. It was just like a little bit of dirt and corrosion. So I got in there, cleaned her up good, put it back together, but could be a throttle cable issue, could be who knows what. I mean, there could be, you know, a colony of mice that are this big that are revolting against me in there. That's why it's not going. I don't know. I'll find out. So we're going back to the drawing board. Been able to work on that yet. Hopefully soon enough. Okay, here's the situation. This is the ignition deal right here, right? Whenever I hook up this little green bit to there, it blows a fuse every time. I found out that one of these wires in particular, this deal right here, there was a wire on that. When I touched that to the positive battery terminal, it turned on the lights. The issue is I've fried 5 fuses now, and I don't know where to go from here. I've been taking apart the wiring. I don't feel like a four-wheeler would warrant this many wires. That looks like a car wiring harness, but I don't know. I need to do some more research. Drink some Diet Dew and figure it out. Okay, I've nuked all of these fuses. I've dismantled like everything. ChatGPT probably screws things up sometimes. I will give it that. It was like, you gotta disconnect all the orange wires. Seriously, if you don't disconnect all the orange wires, I'm gonna die. I did that. I disconnected all the orange wires, which disconnected all of them, tried it, nuked the fuse instantly. So kind of at a loss. I think I definitely bit off more than I can chew. I might have made a very bad decision doing this, but that's okay. That's what learning is all about. Sometimes your back's against the wall. So I'm gonna go have a drink, soda probably, and sit and do research for like 4 hours until I can figure this out. We got the cable tracker thing. I don't know how to use it. I'm gonna figure it out. And we got like 20 more fuses. I Amazoned these. They came lovely in hours. I don't know how they do that. Got these. We're gonna try to get it going. We're gonna figure it out. I'm gonna have to just go through the whole wiring harness, see where the break is, or do it the old fashioned way and start unplugging things one at a time. Put the fuse in. I'm probably gonna blow like a ton of fuses. That's why I bought 20 more, because I'm gonna need all of them. Okay, here we go. Got this little doodad on here. I believe I have to ground this part, hook this up to the circuit, and then this thing will just chirp at me. And then when it doesn't, that's when we have something wrong. If it stops beeping, we've got an issue. There's like the most unbelievable splice ever right here. I literally had a dream last night that I got this fixed. That's the kind of mental real estate that something like this occupies. Ground her out. Okay, so we're gonna play cat and mouse for a while until I figure this out, or until I get mad and throw this thing. This part. And it was like, I don't know. You thought, I'm not throwing it. Okay, so it's been a couple hours. I figured it out, finally. So with the help of ChatGPT, turns out that the battery or the power deal wasn't the issue. I just had one of the gray wires hooked into the headlight thing. So it just went directly into the headlight and shorted out immediately. So we figured her out. I have 1,000 freaking fuses to spare. So I'm gonna show you guys what happened. Okay, we got her hooked up, new fuse in there. This is what happened, right? We got this deal right here. This is for the headlight. This is the gray wire. And there we go. Fried the fuse. So that was what was going on. That just instantly just Chernobyl my fuse as soon as, oh, and there goes my chair. I guess it wasn't the fuse that blew up only, it was my chair as well. So comedic timing, that's for sure. So I did that. I'm actually really proud of myself now. I'm pretty excited about that actually. And I'm gonna go bask in this glory and come back to it another time because I figured it out finally. All the rest in peace, all those fuses. That's Mountain Dew, that's not pee, trust me. I wouldn't do that. I'm not a barbarian. Okay, so I just wanted to do a little like breakdown of how ChatGPT did with all of this whole process, okay? So my number one thing, ChatGPT is a very good assistant to your already happening brain thought processes, right? It's not very good at determining exactly the problem. You have to be very specific with it, right? So when I would put in a prompt or I would tell it something, I'd have to give it all the information because if not, it'll just tell me, oh, start it up, use the ignition button. But so you gotta tell it like, I don't have the ignition hooked up. I've none of this hooked up. Gotta give it the context. But I mean, I've had long conversation with ChatGPT about it, right? You know, we went back and forth on it. It was very good at listing out all the problems that are potential. So I could just go through and check them out. It's not this one, not this one, not this. Until I eventually eliminated all the red wires, all the orange wire, could be the gray wire, found the, whatever this deal is. So it did a good job of helping me determine what problems could be there and eliminating them. But every once in a while I would kind of hallucinate and just generate something where it's like that doesn't work. But overall, I would say for me, I know nothing about four-wheelers. I don't know anything. And it did a great job of kind of teaching me the basics. One thing I did too is I found a wiring diagram online and put that into ChatGPT, kind of interpreted it for me. So I was able to get it to look at the wiring diagram and have a better idea based off of that. Overall, if you're just the average layman, regular person, you can probably fix just about anything with normal tools with ChatGPT. And you gotta have just somewhat of a brain. And I'm actually very impressed that I made it this far with it because I've never done anything like this in my entire life. So if you wanna see more content like this, please subscribe. I am new to the YouTube thing, just starting out. If you wanna see more content of me learning how to do different things with no knowledge of them whatsoever, please subscribe, like, try to get videos out as often as I can. So thank you so much for watching. Have a great evening.